So as some of you might know, I live in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Now Grand Rapids is famous for, well, really not all that much, but I guess the furniture industry, and our other claim to fame is Gerald Ford. And he grew up here, I guess, and, you know, his name was Leslie originally, but when he came into Grand Rapids when he was 2 years old, they changed his name. And there's a lot of stuff like named after him here, and there's even a museum. So I thought, you know, let's have a little tribute to the only president who was never elected into office whatsoever, not vice president, not president, you know, Mr. President Gerald R. Ford. Of course, there's the Gerald Ford Federal Building.
What can you tell me about Gerald Ford?
Gerald Ford claims to have lived in Grand Rapids. Actually, he lived in East Grand Rapids.
Gerald Ford stumbled a lot.
He went to U of M.
Was appointed after Nixon, and we've got a museum.
He was a president from the heritage in this area.
Then there's the Gerald Ford Airport.
Do you know of any significant things that he maybe accomplished during his presidency?
Didn't he fall over on a stage one time?
Well, he pardoned Richard Nixon and he stopped the war in Vietnam.
You know what? I don't know of any significant things.
He pardoned Richard Nixon.
I think the pardoning of Nixon.
I, Gerald R. Ford, have granted a full, free, and absolute pardon unto Richard Nixon.
And what good city would be complete without the Gerald Ford Museum?
The leadership of America is in good hands. Therefore, I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow.
So I'm here in the Oval Office, and just take a look around if you haven't been here before. Gerald and Betty Ford, 8x10 color glossy, you know you're jealous.
What do you think people in Grand Rapids think of him and his presidency and things like that?
I think Gerald Ford was pretty much of not a real moving force in our country as far as a political mover and shaker, but I think we're all proud of him.
Well, you know, he's kind of a placater.
Overall, most of the people that I know think that he was a good president.
It's like the average man becoming president, and I think he kind of kept that persona as being an average man somewhat, which was admirable of him. Yeah.
Altogether, some people don't like him. They think he's kind of a joke. Some people are like, oh, he's good. So, you know, Gerald Ford. That's all I got, really. He's still alive. 92, I think. Gerald Ford.
Tragedy today as former President Gerald Ford was eaten by wolves. He was delicious.